Hey dolls, welcome to Plastic Chic's Closet. Actually, make that welcome to the 2026 US Barbie Convention live in Austin, Texas. Well, technically not live anymore since the event is over, but here we go. This is our recap video. So this was at the entrance of the Hilton Downtown Hotel in Austin. They had this awesome wall of Barbie artwork. Well, basically Barbie digital artwork. So I just had to take a video for you guys because I thought it was really cool. And this is just like a really slow video, so you get to appreciate everything. And another fun first thing we did in Texas, in Austin, was actually ride a Waymo. It wasn't as bad as we thought it would be, but it was just really weird to have an Uber without an actual driver. So that was definitely an experience. And this is me and the stunning dolls are like, oh my god, we're going to die today. But it was fun. We made it from Target to the hotel with our groceries for the week, so it was so much fun. Of course, right after we got back, we went straight to room shopping. So the first room we hit was actually this room on the 26th floor. This was Betty Pickett's room. Her and her husband makes these awesome 3D printed furniture and like diorama pieces, and they were also offering some fashions and bags as well. I did buy a couple things from this room and I loved every single purchase. I did end up buying 2 of the screens and then a sailor hat, and I wish I could have actually gotten more, but that was like the first room. I wasn't really trying to blow my budget right away, but here you can enjoy some of the things that they were offering. And I'll be back for the second room while you enjoy. So let me just give you a little idea of how Barbie convention works. So basically, your fellow attendees for the convention technically will have what we call room sales, and then they're basically selling out of their rooms. There are just some very known sellers that sells very specific things. Betty Pickett is one of those people. She and her husband are known to sell these beautiful screens and also those like little purses as well that are 3D printed. So people literally hit up their rooms and buy a bunch of things. I personally was able to get 2 of the big screens that I know I've been like lusting over for the last year because I forgot to buy them the previous year, and actually end up getting a couple of these plants as well. So yeah, again, during convention, people will have room sales. They'll bring in like specialized items. Some people make miniatures. Some people will sell some of their dolls. But you really get to see a lot of variety of things in terms of room sales, because there'll be people selling Barbie merch, like custom Barbie merch as well, along with some of their collections that they're trying to basically get rid of to get some money out of it. And there's also like custom fashions. So there's just a lot of varieties that you can find. And then most people will sometimes find their grail dolls at conventions as well, because people are kind of cleaning up their collections. So it is really one of the biggest part of conventions is definitely room sales, because that's one of the things I really enjoy the most. But look at some of these amazing like screens that they've made, the multi-tone ones. I kind of wish now I bought a couple of those as well. But I guess there were just other things that became priority in terms of buying, and also luggage space is literally like gold during convention. You gotta also just not keep buying things, because you also have to think about how you're getting some of these stuff home. And if it's also your first time attending and you're not driving, definitely you do have to cut back. Because I remember my very first convention, my luggage was just like overweight because I brought too much clothes, and then I received too many table gifts, and I bought too much in the sales room as well. So all of those combo equals just disaster. So here are some other rooms that we hit up. This was definitely like a room just full of vintage dolls. I personally do not collect vintage dolls, but I do collect vintage fashions, which is actually fairly recent. So I think I might be in trouble for starting another collection of that. All right, so just go enjoy. Just pretend you're doing room sales or scanning rooms for items as well. This is why I took the video, so that you guys can enjoy a closer look of what room sales really look like during convention. This was definitely one of my favorite rooms. I did end up buying 20 of these girls right here, 20 of these little miniatures, so that was really exciting. And these are some of the dolls that they were offering in that same room as well. When I was taking shots of this video, I was definitely like taking shots, and all of a sudden I saw the camera. I was like, am I supposed to be filming or am I being filmed? All right. So every year there's one room that I look forward on seeing. This is definitely Lamanda's room, and you can find her on Instagram and whatnot as She's My Doll. Her room is always filled to the brim in terms of dolls. And if you're looking for a Grail doll, you'll definitely be seeing it or be finding it in her room. So every year I actually do find at least one or two of my Grail dolls in her room. And mostly I am an unboxer, so I always do find those dolls in her like unboxed section, and I'm always so thrilled that it's always at a great price. So if you're looking for that one doll, Lamanda will most likely have it. So if you are at convention next year, definitely go ahead and check out her room as well. And if you're just like skimming through, she is always on eBay and also whatnot under She's My Doll. And this is her loose dolls section. I will definitely be showing you guys on my haul which one of the loose dolls I ended up getting from her. I actually ended up getting one of the dolls that I was looking for to complete one of the Barbie sets that I have. And let's continue on other rooms, but for now just enjoy and see what she has available, and then we're going to jump onto another person's room. Next room we visited the next day is actually Hilda Westervelt's room. She makes these awesome doll dresses, mostly for Silkstone, and she has such an amazing range in terms of dresses, especially for Silkstone. It's just like she chooses the most amazing fabrics and just like very classic cuts. And in the same room, actually, Rebecca Berry also was selling some of her amazing miniature stuff. And she was selling these cute little miniature Barbkins, basically miniature Birkins. And we, of course, had to get a couple of them. We actually got a couple of the specialized one. And I was actually obsessed with this one doll in the corner. And then I realized this doll was actually styled by stylish_silkstone. Definitely check out her work on Instagram. This is Nadine's work, and her styling is just impeccable. And she's using basically Rebecca's stuff. And then in another photo later, you'll see that she dresses the Silkstone using this fashions. It's just incredible work from Nadine. And this was AMC Doll's room. He actually had a couple of dolls I've been eyeing for years, so basically we'll probably pull the trigger very soon. I did have his information, so definitely look out which doll I end up getting from him. But definitely always great to see him during conventions because he just has the most amazing doll choices. And he always brings a lot of grails, especially for new collectors. So he's definitely one of the stops if you're looking for some of those Integrity Toys grail dolls. He is definitely a great stop during Barbie conventions. And actually, one of the best things that I experienced in Austin is seeing the world's biggest pre-Beanie Baby type plush collection. We actually did a tour. Our friend Chris and Bruce actually gave us a tour of their plush collection. So these are basically pre-Beanie Babies. These are TY or Thai collections. So they do collect all of these big plushies, and there may be, you could see that there's multiple of each ones, but they're actually variants of each plushie. And the collection was just really amazing to see, and the number of variants that they have is just incredible, and then the number of variations of each doll, and it's just the story that how they accumulated all of this has just been so amazing to hear. They've collected this throughout over the years, and they've literally have dolls from like different parts of the continents. And this is like, I guess, the Beanie Baby wall that they had all of the McDonald's toys. They even had like a whole section of counterfeit Beanie Babies. But it really just was amazing to see this collection that I tend to almost kind of like grew up in a way, but I wasn't really into, because I think it kind of predates my Barbie collecting. But I remember seeing some of these like plush and Beanie Babies in my collection Well, not my collection, that's just part of my childhood toys when I was growing up. I wasn't really into them, but definitely just enjoy the collection. And then after this, we're going to be heading to probably one of the most impressive superstar collection that I've seen in a long time, or actually ever. But here they even have like different variants of each plushie. So they actually don't have, they don't have identical ones. Each one of these variants is actually different from the other because of like manufacturing, and then just definitely different eyes, or just some examples, different fabrics. They all look alike, but they're actually, each one is different. So now we're going to be heading to Chris's super amazing Superstar era collection. So Chris's primary collection is basically the start of Superstar, where it was basically started around 1977, and then we're looking at early 90s for his collection. Everything in his collection is boxed. He doesn't have anything that's basically out of the box. Everything is pristine inside the box. So here's just a little tour of the collection, and let me tell you, everything was just like literally amazing. It looked like a store. And not only that, he had also different variants of each doll. So if you're thinking like it's the same doll, but he has multiples of it, but the multiples are like a European, an Asian variation, but it's just like literally amazing to watch. So just go ahead and enjoy, and I'll get back to you guys. So Chris was actually very gracious enough to lay out some of these fashions on the floor. Majority of this are usually stored behind the dolls, so it was really great to see that he took all of his out so we can actually look through all the fashion packs. And it's kind of weird, it's actually kind of fun to see that I've actually been getting some of these pieces individually, especially on Whatnot. So I was like, oh, so that's where that piece is from. So like literally identifying pieces that I've been buying on Whatnot claims, like those like $1, $2 claims. It was just like really great and amazing to see. So Chris and Bruce, thank you so much for the tour. I really do appreciate it. And of course, we couldn't go and leave Austin without having some barbecue. So we did ended up getting some barbecue one of the nights. And now back to room sales. This was Totally Blondie's room. So this was his doll for his silent auction. Or was it silent auction or live auction? I think this was his doll for the silent auction. So we get to preview it during his room sales. So we did end up getting a couple of his shirts. We usually get at least 2 a year, or at least 1. So I was really happy to add 2 more to my collection this year. So definitely go check out his Instagram, Totally Blondie. He does have these amazing prints. So maybe he could do like a little Plastic Chic type of custom shirt for me next time. Definitely have to ask him. But here you go. Go enjoy. Go skim through, and definitely go check him out on social media at Totally Blondie. And here are just some of his one-of-a-kind dolls that he was selling as well during the room sales. So go ahead and check it out. They're really beautiful. And after that, we're headed to our very first night. It was called Let's Go Glamping Reception. So this is the first night, or the very first official event of the convention. So this is usually a reception. This is not a sit down. So usually you just get like finger food, and then you can go ahead and purchase your drink. And this is also what they call like the silent auction night, where you can see the dolls previews. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to preview some of the silent auctions because there was some whole drama going on regarding who can actually see the pieces that was up for auction. But we did enjoy the photo booth, and this was a photo with us with Carlisle. So enjoy our little antics. All right. And one of the things that I did at convention, I did volunteer, and this was the Mattel luncheon centerpiece setup. I was able to help out set up all the centerpieces prior to the sit-down events, and this was the centerpiece for our very first official sit-down, which was basically, we call it usually the Mattel luncheon, but the theme of this one is road trip. So this was the centerpiece. It has the Barbie car, it has the board, it's actually a double-sided board, and we ended up with a Ken and a Barbie, and then that beautiful sign. And this was basically called Road Trip Mattel Luncheon. So this is a preview before everyone gets there. So we did set this up a couple hours prior. And here you go. Now, seriously, influencers in the wild. My table 29. You probably will know some familiar faces on here, especially Azusa Barbie, Sonia, Teacher in Pink, or Sonia in Pink, the Stunning Dolls, About Logan, Dainty Dolls. But it is a packed room. This is just, you see, there's literally how many people attend this. Is about 850 attendees. And here again, a closer look of the centerpiece. As you all know, most people that attend the convention actually do bring travel dolls. So we just usually set up our travel dolls everywhere we go. And this was during the luncheon where Mattel did a little presentation, and one of the presentations was actually they revealed the new Barbie stamps, which was actually through the USPS, or the United States Postal Service. And these were the stamps that they picked. Actually, didn't buy it there. It was available during the actual sales room. They were selling it that Saturday, but actually didn't buy it. I just ordered it. I ordered the stamps when I got home, but it was actually pretty cool to see. And this was the reveal of basically the stamps. They did a whole reveal. They had someone from the United States Postal Service along with the Mattel team did a reveal, so it was actually pretty cool. So definitely I would say most likely a collector's item. And after that, they brought out some line dancers, which was, I guess, nice. And then they invited a few people as well, a few of the attendees too. They taught this little line dance for people, and some people did go. And after that, we actually went to the Barbie truck and bought some Barbie swag. It was pretty cool to see. Love the choices. They actually released a new collection. Thank you, Asusa, for the new collection. And another thing that you really have to see when you go to Barbie convention is the amazing price room. So the price room is basically all donated gifts and items that you basically enter price tickets for, and then you pick which one you want and you just put all your tickets. You usually order like a whole stack of tickets. We're not allowed to call it a raffle room, but definitely a price room. This is one of the items that I actually entered for, and unfortunately I actually didn't win anything from the price room this year. I did end up buying like $100 worth of tickets, but it goes to a great cause. But here are some of the amazing things that were donated for the price room. But let's look at the amount of stuff. You could just see the vast donations of really generous conventioneers, because all of these won't be possible without the generosity of basically your fellow Barbie attendees. Probably next year I'll actually start donating so I can offload some of my collection, because it's just like a great way of giving back. But it also, buying raffle tickets or prize tickets are actually really a great way to help as well. But as usual, just enjoy all of these like great items that were up for grabs basically if you did buy your price tickets, because there was a lot of great things and I did enter for a lot of things. But unfortunately, just the luck of the draw, didn't win anything. All right, go enjoy. I'll be right back. So I hope you enjoyed that price room little video, and now it's up for the fashion show. So the first one, this is one of my table mates, Erica. Look how awesome she is as Debbie Allen Barbie. Just love. And one of the great things about Barbie convention each year is definitely the fashion show. You really have to attend. You can't miss it. And there's just a lot of like creativity that goes on during the convention, especially during the fashion show. And it's really great to see some of your fellow conventioneers dress as their favorite Barbies. So yeah, definitely go enjoy the show. And yeah, I love some of these. Brian, he was animal loving Barbie. He was really funny actually. But again, go enjoy. And always after the fashion show, you always have all of the models actually take pictures with everybody. So this is basically what it looks like. People just taking photos of all of the models and all your conventioners are dressed up. So here's Carlisle and I think it's the Mattel anniversary doll. And now it's the Friday night. This is what usually we call auction night. And the theme of the auction night was actually yacht night. So during the Friday night, it's always auction. So they do auction off a lot of things and all of it goes to charity. And this year's charity was the Settlement Home for Children. And this was the centerpiece during the yacht night. I actually ended up... No, I didn't win this one. My friend about Logan, Stefania, actually won this one. And she graciously gave me this video of her centerpiece that she won. Thank you, Stefania, for the clip. But this one had actually a front and a back. There was two dolls. We had the Midge on one side and then Brooklyn on the other side in this beautiful gold dress. She was so lucky winning this because this is actually one of my favorite looks, especially that one with the baby blue and then the white skirt. That was actually really pretty, like the baby blue jumpsuit. But of course, I was very happy for Stefania for winning this. Congrats, girl. Love it. And then I know you love Brooklyn, so she ended up with a Brooklyn as well. So that doll could have not gone to a better home. And then this is just like some short footage of the actual sales room and what it looks like. I actually didn't get much footage. This is She's My Doll's wall. She was like all the way actually in the back. So this is, like I said, I think ended up getting a lot of footage of the sales room because, okay, I'm gonna be honest, somebody made a whole fit about people shouldn't be filming. So I basically was filming multiple days within the sales room. It was like that Thursday, and then this guy approached me that Friday and was like, "You're not supposed to be filming." I'm like, "Excuse me?" So sorry, this video is actually would have been longer than intended. I wanted to show everybody's basically booths or tables, but I apologize and ended up shooting everything that I wanted to shoot because during convention there are some questionable people that likes to make up their own rules and basically push their quote-unquote authority into things. So let's leave it at that. And here is more tables. I know that a lot of people really love to see what they offer during conventions, so this is like a great way of showing you guys what type of things you can find at conventions, especially during sales room. But I say you can find grails. And here is Mr. Tom Soderbergh's table with Lacey dolled up life. Tom looked thrilled. He looked thrilled me filming him. And this is Lacey's dolled up life's little section. But literally during sales room, you'll find your grails, you'll find fashions, one-of-a-kind dolls, things that you didn't know that you needed, things that you didn't know you could live without, things that you just buy for the heck of things. There's a lot of things that you can just buy during room sales and sales room, but I feel like that's just like a big part of convention is definitely buying things that have been in your grail list, wish list, dream list, whatever you call it. But I did come home with a lot of my wish lists during this convention. I think I ended up with a couple of things that was in my wish list and grail list, so I was really happy. So here we go, just enjoy. Let me know what is your ultimate dream doll that's on your grail list that you're hoping to purchase, hopefully, if you attend next year's convention. And also, our table we have a high tea tradition. We usually do like one day we do a little high tea and we actually go out of the convention hotel and then we do our own little thing. And the final night we called it was like the first class dinner. It was supposed to be like a first class flight. So this is the centerpiece during the final night. It was like this girl and then a pilot, and it has a bag and a dog, and then a backdrop again from Dolled Up Life. And I actually ended up winning that centerpiece, so I was really happy because as we were setting it up, I was literally like, I hope I win this one tonight. And this is actually my very first centerpiece that I've won ever since I started attending conventions. So I was really happy that I ended up winning. So it was just cool to win. And then this is a sneak peek of next year's convention. So as you guys know, every year they do this little video of what's next year's convention, like what's going on for next year's convention, what's the theme. As you can see here, it's looking like it's a little mod. All right, let me see. I don't want to play the actual music on the video because it's copyrighted, so I'm just basically doing a voiceover over it. But this is the little short clip that they showed. It was literally like, oh, this is Barbie's history. And then we were greeted into stars. But we kind of knew what was next year's convention theme was already because it was already floating around. You tend to know at least a year or two in advance what the theme is. So basically, next year's theme for 2027 is... Hold on, they're still deciding, so just feel free to watch for now. So the theme for next year's convention is Superstar, an era of dreams. It's basically hosted by the Houston Doll Society. So I'm really excited because I do love Superstar, although I only collect a few Superstars. I do love the Superstar era as a whole. So I'm really excited, and we are going to be staying at the Arizona Grand. And this is going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm actually really excited because next year's convention hotel is actually a resort. So that means there's most likely, I saw there was a lazy river. So I'm really excited for that. And overall, it being in Phoenix, Arizona, it's just going to be, I hope it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. There's that slide. I can't wait to jump on that thing. I hope I'll be able to get some footage for you guys for next year, but I'm really excited for next year's hotel as well, and I hope to get to see some of you all there. And they also revealed the themes for each night. So the Wednesday night reception will be Studio 77. Of course, Superstar era started in 1977. And then the Thursday's Mattel luncheon will be We Can Do Anything luncheon, I guess Careers Barbie. And then Friday night will be Dream Date Prom. Okay. I think that will be easy. And then the last night will be Golden Dreams Gala. So I'm actually really excited to wear, I guess, something gold. All right. But that is Superstar, an era of dreams. So it's going to be from June 22nd to June 26, 2027 in Phoenix, Arizona. And then this is actually, they did something different this year. They did reveal the designer for next year's doll, which is Carlisle Nuera. And then it's actually an homage to Mario and Gianni, who sadly passed away last year.
Over love for our girl Barbie. We thought of something timely, and actually, other friends like Rocky Schmidt and Sebastiano had the same idea. Sebastiano even told me this idea came to him in a dream. This convention doll was Magia 2000's film noir. And 20 years later, we are honored to pay tribute to Mario and Gianni with a reimagined reproduction of their gorgeous design. Wow! You know, the original was pink and black, but we wanted to do black and white to honor Mario and Gianni and also to reference, of course, the #1 Barbie. So this will be your convention doll for 2027.
Aww. You know what that means?
And we actually have a special video from the family.
So they did something different this year. They actually showed us a preview of next year's doll, which they usually keep a secret. And what's going on here? I think Stefania is giving fruit cups to everybody. All right. So now this is the reveal of the 2026 convention doll by Suum No. And this is going to be, I think, because she's moving to American Girl. So this is her only convention doll and her first and her last, which is so sad because I do love her as a designer. Let's see.
She was inspired by the elegance and glamour of an unforgettable evening in Bloom. This doll is especially very meaningful to me. She's the first convention doll I've had the privilege of designing, and she's also a tribute to my mom, who passed away from cancer 6 years ago. She loved flowers, especially roses, and designing this doll brought back so many wonderful memories of her. And before we reveal her, I would also like to share one personal update. Barbie dearly, of course, but it's not a forever goodbye. You'll still see a few more of my Barbie designs releasing through next spring. And most importantly, to all of you, thank you. Your kindness, your support, whether we met here at the convention or online, have meant more to me than I can express. Thank you. Count of 10.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So here it is. This was our convention doll for 2026. I love them. I am so happy I ended up with both. But I love these two dolls. I love the Schiaparelli theme inspired. Just love them. I still have to do for unboxing for you guys. And because it's a tradition, this is part of my 2026 convention haul. What we usually like to do is spread them out before we actually pack them. But my God, my convention haul this year was ridiculous. Can't believe I was able to pack them all up. Thanks to Stefania and Romelin. Thank you for helping me pack these guys. But I was able to shove everything into suitcase and a carry-on. And this is the last hotel suite, making sure that we didn't miss anything. I'm going to miss this hotel. I really did love Austin. Here's the room tour. It was a pretty big room for one person, so I was really happy. But here it is. I did leave some trash, unfortunately. I did unbox some of the dolls. Well, Stefania and Romelin did unbox. And then I left a little gift for the staff that I couldn't bring. I just wanted to leave it there. Some food, some treats, some doll items. Sorry for the messy bed, but that was still a final day. And this was my view for the week. This was the view. I love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will definitely see some of you all next year in Phoenix, Arizona. And that is it for me for today. Thank you for watching. As always, later.